Yeah, Josh, first off, how is the ankle and how frustrating was it for you in summer league to, get hurt that soon and not be able to play there?
Yeah, well, first the ankle's good, healthy, back to normal. So, but it was frustrating. Obviously, I was really excited to play in the summer league. We had a good pre-training kind of camp with the guys that were going to Vegas, but I got about 2 minutes in and then did my ankle. So it was obviously really frustrating. But the medical team and me, we took the right kind of steps in. Sure, and I got back healthy and didn't rush with the kind of rehab process. So healthy now, but we made the right decision not going back out there.
Sorry. Hey, Josh. You've obviously, it's a pretty short window so far being around the veteran guys on this team, but what have you started to learn about some of these? They're still young, but the veteran of the young guys, Shea, Lou, Darius, what's sort of been your early impressions of playing alongside them?
Yeah, they've been great. I mean, obviously, as you say, we have a young team, so the vets like Mike Muscala, Derek Favors, and then it goes to like those guys, Shea, Lou, Darius. But it's been good. I mean, they've been really good in kind of helping me make a smooth transition into the team. At practice in the weight room, they've been good, kind of showing me the ropes, helping me out with the offense, stuff like that. So those guys have been great for me in terms of just learning the system, getting to know everybody, getting comfortable with the team. So those you can call them vets, but those older guys have been really good for me.
Yeah, speaking of Shea, I mean, I asked him about playing with you and Teo, and there's a lot of ball handlers on this team. But he mentioned, a couple of years ago when Chris was here, they played 3-point guards pretty regularly. What's your sense of just potentially being on the floor with him, maybe even Teo being out there? Like, what could that be like for you three?
Yeah, really good. I'm really excited for that. And obviously playing with Shea is something I'm going to have to, get used to and kind of learn how to do so. Obviously we're both, ball handlers, but as you said, there's a lot of those on this team, and we're going to all kind of have to figure out how to play with each other, learn to play off the ball as well. So it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a really, young group of guys, and we're still figuring each other out. But come opening night, I'm sure we're gonna have it pretty well figured out. But it's not going to be perfect, and it's going to take a little while to kind of adjust to each other and get used to that.
A lot of rookies use the summer league kind of as their warm up into the NBA, but unfortunately you had that injury. So now you're kind of being thrust into this season. What are your expectations for yourself for your first game?
Look, I mean that's correct. I mean, a lot of rookies use the summer league to kind of get warm and get this under their belt, but obviously I didn't get to have that. But it's just using practice as kind of that stepping stone for me. We're playing pickup right now, so being able to compete against the guys, get used to the flow of an NBA game. And I know it's hard to simulate that in practice, but we're doing what we can to get up and down and get after it. But I mean, I'm putting no expectations on myself come opening night. I mean, I'm just kind of doing my thing to help the team be as successful as we can. Playing my role, and I'm sure come opening night there's going to be some nerves, but once that ball's thrown up, I think they'll all be out the window, and it'll just be basketball as normal. So I'm not trying to put any expectations on myself, but just go out there and play hard, do what I have to do to win.
It is just pickup, but what do you think when you get into training camp, the bigger adjustment, offense or playing defense against NBA guys?
Look, I mean, both sides are going to be different for me. Obviously, I've never played, besides the last 2 weeks, never really played against NBA athletes or, last year the NBL was good. You play against bigger guys, but, coming to this league, it's another step up. So I think both ends of the floor are going to be different for me. It's going to be an adjustment period. But I'm really looking forward to it. The guys are making it easy for me. They're helping me on both ends of the floor. So, I'm looking forward to training camp starting and, figuring out those things and how to adjust to, from last season in the NBL to this season in the NBA.
Everything's new, even this. How you sleeping? Are you excited? Are you?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Sleeping good, healthy. I'm excited. I mean, I'm living my dream of being an NBA player. So there's not many things I can complain about right now. So the season's coming really fast. So I'm just trying to taking it day by day, and I'm looking forward to our first game, which is in I think a week against Charlotte. So I'm excited for it.
Josh, a few people I talked to said they think that your game might be better suited for the NBA than even the NBL, given the extra spacing in the NBA. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that and how that might impact your game and style of play.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say if it's going to be better or not. I haven't played an NBA game yet, but the spacing on the floor is definitely something that a lot of people have said to me. That's the main difference from that league to this league, and that's kind of passing the ball is what I do the best, in my game. And the space is going to help me. I guess it's not going to be a negative at all. Being able to, play with such a bigger, floor, and then obviously having the shooters that we do and that the NBA does, it kind of makes defense stay closer to guys. So there's a lot more room on the floor to operate, for me to make plays, whether for myself, for my teammates. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting out there and, kind of seeing how that is. And I mean, I can't say too much yet because I haven't really played in a game.
Yeah, and just unrelated, I wanted to ask about your relationship with Andrew Gaze and what he's meant to you and your family and really the Australian basketball community.
Yeah, we've been really close for a young age. He coached me all through my junior careers. Him and my dad played together for a long time in the NBA. Like, I don't know how many years it was, but it was a lot. They've been best friends for a while. So our family's been really close. His impact's been good on me. He's obviously an Australian legend. Was a flag bearer at the Olympics, 5 Olympic games. So to have him kind of in my corner throughout my junior career, then, I was working out with him this off season back home in Australia. So he's been big for me. We still talk to this day. So he understands, the pressure that comes with kind of being from Australia. The whole country's kind of behind you. And he's been good helping me through this whole process. So he's been big for me in my life and still is to this day.
What's some of the advice that he's given you about making this transition? And also, like, when you're working out with him, what is there a certain thing you focus on with him, or he's especially good at getting out of you?
I mean, shooting. That was kind of his thing when he played. He was like a elite world-class shooter. So, whenever we're in the gym together, that's what we focus a lot on. But advice-wise, he played a lot of his career in the NBL. He won a championship with the Spurs. He had a brief stint in the NBA, but advice-wise, it's just kind of to soak everything up. Take it day by day. Never get too high, never get too low. Was been his big kind of emphasis to me. So that's the thing I'll carry with me through the season.
Hey Josh, can you give me a kind of your experience as far as you being a kid from Australia, and then all of a sudden, fast forward to where you are now. Basically, your family's home base now is in the state of Oklahoma. So maybe can you tell me about your experience, in that process of going from Australia to basically your family's home base, with your sister being at ORU, you being here with the Thunder, being in Oklahoma.
Yeah, this was like a dream. We always used to joke about this like a year ago. Like, imagine I go to Oklahoma and end up here and we're all kind of close together. But it actually happened. Hannah's like an hour down the road in Oral Roberts. So it's good to have the family close. And, we're on the other side. We're on opposite sides of the world now. But hopefully, throughout the season, they can get back over here, if the border restrictions allow that. And then, we're kind of all together. So it's a perfect situation for us. It's not like I'm in another state, then Hannah has to fly to me or I have to fly to her. It's like we're all here already. So it's perfect for the family. We can all be together at once. So this was like a perfect situation for us.
Hey, what's going on, Josh? Kind of the same question that Alex just asked, but typically guys your age are just preparing to leave home and go to college. You're literally moving continents. What's the biggest struggle that you've gone through during this time? And then what is your favorite part about Oklahoma City, not basketball related?
Okay. Well, I moved out of home when I was like 15. So, I mean, I'm used to it now. I mean, obviously coming to the other side of the world is a pretty big adjustment. But my family was here. They helped me settle in. My agent's Australian, so he's over here with me now. He lives in LA, but he travels back and forth between, here and LA. So I've got people here with me kind of most of the time. So the transition hasn't been hard. I mean, in terms of being away from family, I've been used to it for 3-4 years now. So it's kind of become the normal. But outside of basketball, Oklahoma, I haven't really done a whole lot of exploring or anything yet. I've just been so busy kind of moving into my house, training, doing all that stuff. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to explore the city, but I've heard all about the restaurants and the food. That's what a lot of people have been asking me about, but I haven't been able to eat a whole lot yet. So I'm going to have to do that soon.
Thank you.
That's good. Thank you. Thanks, guys.